Hey people, what's up? It's BobbBe NiO here. I wanted to talk to you. First of all, I'm filming on my laptop at the moment. The microphone on my phone's gone a bit weird. Anyway, this thing of duality, I'm really feeling at the moment that so many people are going through difficult times, but not only that, on an energy and a metaphysical level, the shadow side of our existence is truly, and the dark side, the kind of, the hibernation side. Also, I mean, there's a seasonal thing here to do with our ecosystem and our planet, where we are in the solar system. But I'm talking about our etheric bodies, our auric fields, our spirit, the influences that we have at the moment, and what that's influencing people with is really about the dark depths of our soul. And some of that darkness is a mystique, is a mysticism, is an ancient mysticism that is not like negative. It's just the core depth. I don't know how else I can describe it, but that essence of who we are, and that base, if there is a base, those depths within are rising up, and it's like there's something moving through. It's like a kind of kundalini movement, you know what I mean, like something moving, and it brings up the empowerment, it brings up rootedness, it brings up strength, it brings up acknowledgement, and moves through our whole essence. But it brings up darkness too, and it brings up things we've stuffed down, emotions. So now is a time for decluttering and cleansing and letting go and releasing. And it can feel very overwhelming for people, and not only that, it makes us want to cling on to things that maybe we need to let go of. And it's like a lesson that actually it's time to let go, and realizing that you don't own anything. And actually there's a real freedom that comes when you realize you don't own anything, because so many people are identifying with such material pursuits, where we think that we are physical things. Yes, there's an aspect of us that is physical, but we are formed from the invisible and the spiritual. We're formed from the internal, and this influence from the depths of who we are is making us realize, hold on, everything I thought I was and everything I think I am is not what I truly am. So people are feeling really lost and all over the place, and it's like, oh my god, I thought I was this object, I thought I was this finite, defined, physical human being, but actually I am energy that is moving, and there is no beginning, that there is no end. So that, for people encased in our current incarnation, is kind of difficult, understandably. But the thing is, the beauty of it is there's freedom in that, because then actually, if you don't own anything, then you've got nothing to worry about. So actually, that's a beautiful thing, because it's like, oh well, being in the alignment of the universal flow, being in the alignment of, law of attraction, and the magic creators, the manifestors that we are, realizing the power of who we are, knowing that we can attract and draw things to us, brings us into another focus of like, actually, oh my god, I really need to be careful of what I'm focusing on. So these mystical aspects of who we are as well, coming up. It's like this esoteric understanding and depth within. And this is like the dream state. This is the intuition. This is the kind of retreat time, the hibernative, that's not even a word, hibernation periods that we need to maybe go through, the reflection processes that we need to go through in order to then move into the next phase of where we're going with our energy, with existence, with humanity. I mean, there's been so many tragic things happening. There's been a lot of people that it's coming to my awareness, a lot of people are passing over. And, you know, it can feel really unsettling. And I think this is just such a time that we're really being questioned of the core existence of who we are and what we are and why we are. And there's no external force that's going to tell you that. It's only an intuition and a knowing from within of your pursuits and how they carry through and what story that then creates and how that comes into fruition for the world. There's no simple explanation, but for me, reflectively, it feels like I'm really looking at all the different things that I've created and been drawn towards in my life, and realizing like, why am I connected to that? Does this serve me? Does that serve me? Is this true? How do I know it's true? Is it really true? Like, is this where I'm going? Is this where I want to go? Am I go? You know, it's just so many questions, and so it is a time of reflection for a lot of people. So that's one aspect, the mysticism that's happening, the awakening of the mysticism within many people can be painful. It can be traumatic. We're throwing away, we're decluttering, we're cleansing, we're evolving, and we're reflecting. And you know, it's a process. It's just like a natural accumulation and a synergy that has to happen in order for us to move to the next phase. So that's one thing that I'm acknowledging. With that, unfortunately, there will be people that will want to dump on you. I've definitely noticed it because I'm kind of like conscious of these things, you know, but not everybody is. Like, people intuitively know there's something going on, but they're so focused on like doing other things, and like, so they're not that aware of, you know, they're feeling even more lost because of the physical thing they're facing every day. Do you know what I mean? So it makes people then also kind of lash out a bit, I think. I've definitely experienced that with some people. And then the ones who are a bit more thoughtful in their living conscious lives are just acknowledging like, oh, my truth is being played out, you know, and life is life. We're here in this amazing time, we're here in this beautiful, vast existence, and so it's just an honouring. It's just something we have to move through, a movement that we have to allow. There's no one right way. So for anybody going through any of this, I really just want to recognize you and say namaste to you. It's very normal that we're going through these depths of understanding within ourselves, and there's always somebody who understands what you're going through. As much as we think that people don't understand, there's always someone. So these are the times to kind of maybe lose ourselves in our passions, in music, in the magic of what we can create. And at the moment for me, I'm going through a real change, you know, a real revamp, kind of a transformational period. That's what it is. It's transformational time. So I just wanted to acknowledge to anybody out there who may be aware of this playing out, that you are so powerful, and anything you want to create, you can create. And I'm reminding that to you, reminding that to me, because in this mystical depth of understanding time, when we feel a little bit uncertain, which is, part of human life, going through changes, we have to, really decide where we want to be and where we want to go and how we want to get there, and be clear. So reflect to become clear, and then allow the manifestation period to take place. This is also a period of manifestation too, of past understandings and past reflections, so that's also why it can feel difficult, because of the movement that's happening. The manifesting is coming into fruition now, and maybe it's a bit faster than we realise. It's like, I don't, it's like going down a ski slope. We're getting a little bit scared, but it's natural. Know that whatever happens, there's a destiny to it. So we have to give thanks and give praise and trust in the higher forces, and acknowledge that we're part of a great magical creation time, and our world is influenced by everything that we are. So let me tell you, you have the power. You are the power. I am the power. You are the power. Remind yourself, you are magical. You are divine. You were created to create. So let's see the magic of who you are shine. Inspire me, and I'm going to try and inspire you. And if not, I'll inspire myself. Just know I see you, and hold on, it always gets better. Sending that message out to everybody out there. Thank you all for watching. Tune in again very soon. Subscribe. One love.